Hello everyone and welcome to Makeup and a Movie, where I do the makeup
and I talk about a movie.
I'm Laney and this is my sidekick Chris, and today what we're going to do is we're going to use two different e.l.f. palettes. This is the Matte for Matte and the Naked palette for my eyes, and then I'm also going to be reviewing the new BH Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lipstick as well, which has a really amazing color as you can see here. But if you want to see how I did this makeup look and hear us talk about Jessica Jones, make sure that you keep watching after the break. Hi. I don't know what we're doing right now. So today I'm doing my look based on these two e.l.f. palettes right here. This is the Naked palette, and it looks like this. This is fairly new, I think, but it's got a lot of kind of earthy tones. And then there's this one, which is the Matte for Matte palette that came out this year, and it's got a lot of nice, also matte tones. So I'm going to kind of use a mixture of the matte shades and this shimmery shades in order to make my eye look today for this. All of the other things that I've used on my face so far will be down below, so make sure you check it out. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to start first with this shade right here, and that shade I'm going to put all over the base and my lid, and then the one right next to it right here is going to go in my crease while we talk about Jessica Jones.
So Jessica Jones is the newest Marvel show to come out. It's on Netflix, and it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So all the new Marvel movies that have been coming out the last decade, and the TV shows. This is all in that universe. What it's about, basically. She's a private eye. She has super hero powers, basically. She has super strength. That's pretty much it. She's just very, very strong physically. She can jump very high because of her strength. She had some things in her past that she's trying to deal with and move on from. She lives in New York, kind of in the same area, nearish Daredevil, if you saw that show.
In Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. The show starts off with her kind of like a normal day-ish for her, where she is going to give a summon somebody. And you kind of see her use her superpowers a bit there. But that's the interesting thing about the show, is that it doesn't focus too much on it. It's not like a normal superhero story where they're out fighting all the bad guys and that kind of thing. She's kind of like a normal person that's a private eye that just happens to have these powers, and she uses them when she needs them. So far, I've seen 5.5 of the episodes. I started watching one last night, but I was very, very tired, so I fell asleep.
And I saw 7 of them, so I think there's 13 episodes altogether. So we're about halfway through.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, it pulls you in. Most of the episodes end with you going,
yeah.
because of what they're revealing. It's pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Much like Daredevil was. When that came out, it was a bit grittier and real. That's kind of the same thing that's going on with this. The tone of it, though, I love the tone and the look of this show. I keep saying it kind of reminds me of a newer, noir type of thing. A neo-noir kind of thing where, she's... A lot of the colors and saturations that are going on in the filming of it, and the angles and things like that, and the mood that's set with the music and everything. It feels like a private eye noir kind of thing, and that's what I really love of it, because I love those kind of movies and stuff. I'm
going to now use this darker shade right here. I'm going to kind of use that to accentuate into the crease a little bit more, just kind of building on those colors. And I'm also going to use this one right here. It's kind of a more shimmery shade as a highlight right across the top there.
The story so far, basically, there's one main villain in this, and...
he's super creepy. Kilgrave.
Grave. I keep wanting to say Kilgrave.
We're early. We're tired.
Yeah. But yeah, Kilgrave, played very well so far by David Tennant.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's so creepy. I'm sure everyone loves him from the Doctor Who series. so good. They're very lovable and likable. Not so much here. And
although I'm having a conflict, I really am, because I have like a mini crush on him, and I have ever since Doctor Who. But honestly, like, I'm watching this and I'm like, I just want to like you. I want to like you so badly. It's
maybe
just
that's
not
what
happening. Maybe that's what they want.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe that's what I want with him because of what he does. He can manipulate people and their minds. He can like make them do whatever he wants them to do.
Yes, he can.
And that kind of power is, for this show and everything, I think it's fascinating. Like, how do you fight that? Someone that can control you and make you do things that you don't want to do?
Yeah, you have no control over that whatsoever. Yeah. Plus, on the other hand, sometimes you don't know what it might be happening. Like, he could come by you and just make you do whatever, and you don't know.
Or he can manipulate other people to get close to you, and you have no idea, and then they are the ones that do something. And it's kind of interesting because she's kind of not necessarily stick her neck out for anybody kind of person, but then that's what I think is so fascinating about her as a character, is that she's a very loner, don't get close to people kind of thing, or person, and she's having to do that to
save people.
Yeah.
So for my lids, I'm going to do kind of a darker sparkly color. I'm going to use this one right here, just right on the lid part, just to kind of give it a little bit more shimmer, but not too much. And then I'm going to line my eyes with my favorite Jessie's Girl liner, which you all know I super, super love.
When I first heard about this show, I didn't know much about Jessica Jones. I'd never heard of her or how she had any place in the Marvel Comics or anything. So I wasn't honestly interested in the show. I really was like, I'm probably not going to watch it. And then probably like a few days before the show came out, I saw another trailer for it, and that's what did it. I was like, okay, this looks really intriguing. And then the first episode just got me, and I was like, yeah, I want to see what's going to happen. Like, that first episode, the end of it, you're just like...
I think Marshall audibly gasped when we were watching. I actually watched... the first 3 episodes I watched twice. I watched them with you, and I watched them with Marshall on a separate occasion, and it's really interesting going back just to kind of see what is happening after you've seen a couple more episodes, just to kind of get the nuance of what is happening, and like go back and go, oh yeah, because you know information about people now that's different. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Okay, I also forgot to mention, I'm sorry, that not only am I putting on the Jessie's Girl liner, but I'm using this Gelpresso liner in my waterline. It's just a brown one. I'm still trying to get that like really like dark underworld but yet natural stuff. And then for my cheeks, I'm using this Joe Fresh blush. It's a cream blush. I got it in a swap that, I think it was a sweater weather swap that I did with Denise from my Geeks and Beauties group. And this is a Canadian product, so I've only used it once, but I kind of like it, so that's going to go on my cheeks as well.
But in the Marvel Universe, she was a little bit part of the Avengers for a while. She was also known as Jewel. She could fly in the comics as well, as from what I've been able to see as far as like her powers and stuff.
But she doesn't really fly yet. She doesn't really fly in the TV show. She always says that she like jumps high and then falls, or with style or attitude or something.
Yeah, it's hard to say too much about like her history in the comic book series without kind of giving things away from the show too. They're not obviously sticking to it 100%. Which is kind of cool, because I always like that when they're going to take it in a different way, so that if you know the characters from the comics, it's fresh and new for you too. So, but they're still staying like faithful to her. Another character that was part of her comics that will pop up in the show is Luke Cage, and he's eventually going to get his own show too. And then when I was looking up about her in the comic book series, saw that Kilgrave was in the comics too. He was known as the Purple Man in the comics, and that's what he looks like. He's just all purple shades, even like his face and everything.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool, because he's kind of like that in the show too. He kind of has like, it seems like he's in kind of like dark purple tones with his clothes some of the time.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara. This is the Wet n Wild Max Volume mascara that I just started using. It is waterproof, and it has a brush that's very, very tiny. Can you see that? It is like super tiny. Sometimes I do use it on my lower lashes, but not as much. I am also going to use this Pacifica. This is in Supernova. It is a black shade, and it has a more fluffy brush. As you know, I like to use it both a small and a fluffy. And then for my bottom lashes, I'm going to use my favorite. This is the NYC Sky. It has a really nice brush. Look at all these mascaras. It has a really nice brush that really helps to kind of get in there and get all your lower lashes. However, this one was a gift from somebody. It's not waterproof, although normally I do waterproof because I don't like it going down onto my cheeks. I know a lot of people don't like waterproof mascara, but I personally do.
Comics that these are mainly being based off of is the Alias series, and in that she actually dated Ant-Man for a little bit there.
Ah, that's funny.
That's kind of interesting if he would ever pop up in this.
It's so funny too because that's kind of like a complete opposite of what this is. Like Ant-Man as a movie was really funny and like lighthearted in my opinion, but this is just so dark that like a crossover might not be.
Yeah, I can see a crossover with Daredevil.
Yes.
They have that same darkness going on with them. So with the show, there's a lot of different interesting characters going on too with it. You have her longtime friend, Patsy Walker, Trisha Walker. She was a child actress in her past in the storyline of the show. But people that know the Marvel Comics know she was also another superhero from there too. She was Hellcat. So I wonder if they'll play that into the show.
Did she have powers in the comic or no?
She has psychic senses, force field generation, and wrist-mounted retractable claws and grappling hooks.
Interesting.
And also martial arts and gymnast.
Okay, well I can see the martial arts because, not that this is giving anything away, but she does study Krav Maga to protect herself, which I'll find out why.
Other characters we have Luke Cage coming in eventually. And then there's Kilgrave, who's great. Hogarth.
Oh yeah.
Is that her name? She's a lawyer that partners with Jessica Jones. She'll give her jobs every once in a while, and she's got a lot of stuff going on her side story.
Yeah, which is weird because I kind of feel like she's shady.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like you're trying to figure out what her place really is.
Yeah.
In this, other than giving Jessica Jones jobs, because there's something about her that's just off, and it's like
all right, so my last thing that I was gonna do false lashes, but I feel like I just don't like it for that look. I like how this is kind of more smoked out and I don't really need lashes for it. But I am going to talk about my lip products. I just got these in the mail like yesterday. Every time somebody comes out with a liquid lipstick, I basically pounce on one or two of the shades just to see how they compare to other liquid lipsticks, and that's like my new obsession. So BH Cosmetics just came out with some, and as soon as they came out, they were at a really good price. They were like 50% off, so I got two. This one right here, this is in the shade Princess. It is a pinker shade than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty bright pink, but I kind of think that this is going to be a great shade like more into the spring and summer, so I might save this one. Who knows, maybe I'll need a pink look for a video, but this is the one I'm going to wear today. This is an Endora, and this is exactly the mauve pink shade that I usually like wearing, so we'll see. I have never worn this yet. I'm going to put it on and see how it clumps, how it stays, and all of that.
So with some trivia from the series, David Tennant is the fourth person from the Doctor Who series that has been involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. Fourth person.
Oh, because we had, who are the other ones?
The other ones was Christopher Eccleston, who is Malekith in Thor, The Dark World. Jenna Coleman was Connie in Captain America, The First Avenger, so the first Captain America movie.
Karen Gilliam.
She was Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a part where she is partnering with this guy to find his missing friend's boyfriend, basically. Antoine?
Brother. It's her brother.
Or her brother. Okay, that's what it was. So yeah, she's helping him, and they run into some thugs along the way. And she calls the guy Carl Icahn. Icahn was a Wall Street businessman who unsuccessfully tried to gain control over Marvel in 1997 when the company was on the brink of bankruptcy.
Oh, is that what that meant? I wondered what that meant.
Yeah, because the characters were like, really? Carl Icahn?
Well, while he's looking for stuff, let me talk about the lipstick. What I like about it, I really like the color of it. I think it's kind of a really nice, like, darker dusty, which I like a lot. I think it adds a very natural look to it. It's not sticky, it's not tacky, it's drying very well. It is matte, so that I like that as well because I don't really like a lot of shiny things on my lips. I like a more natural look. As far as staying power, it only slightly comes off. So I'm kind of excited that this is going to be a good alternative for ColourPop. It is, I mean, I got this for like $6.50. ColourPops are $6, so it's probably the same price. I don't know. BH Cosmetics is weird because it said it was originally $11 and it went down to $6.50, but honestly a lot of their stuff is always on sale. So if you're looking for this, I'll give a link down below so you can buy that as well. Anything else?
The other, I guess, neat little tidbit, in episode 3, you can hear a radio playing in the convenience store, and there's kind of a talk show radio host guy that's kind of going on hating on people with powers and stuff like that. That voice was the voice of J.K. Simmons, who was J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man series.
He is an amazing actor also. I don't know if you guys saw Whiplash. Oh my goodness. Like, and what I love about J.K. Simmons is he doesn't care if he makes a fool of himself. He's just game. That's why he does farmers insurance commercials. Yeah. Like, he just doesn't care. And I think I kind of respect that about him because he's like, yeah, I don't care if it's like this big of a part. Honestly, like, if you can make it awesome, then why not? We're low in energy, and I'm incredibly sorry for that. But this is how it is. It's the holidays. But yeah, so that's Jessica Jones. Well, they'll definitely continue to watch it. Yeah. Obviously, I think I'm kind of sold on the whole shows on Netflix, Marvel Universe, that kind of thing happening. I'm sold on that. So I think we'll continue to watch. But yeah, so that is our makeup in a movie for Jessica Jones. And if you like more from this, make sure that you check us out down below, or I will put the link up above for you so you can check out our playlist of all the different movies and TV shows that we do reviews and makeup looks for. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep calm,
stay zany.
Bye.